Oh, it's going. It's going. Okay, hello. Sorry, you had to see me cough. I am a little bit sick right now. I know you're also sick. Okay, I'm sorry. Hold on. I need to just like close the screen of me on the camera because I just stare at myself. I don't know why. It's not like I'm not like, oh god, I'm so pretty. I don't know, just natural to stare at myself. I am pretty, so. um, there we go. Okay, now I'm looking at the camera. Got my eyes on you, Brittany. Got my eyes on you. Yeah, so I'm a little bit sick right now, and I know it's funny because you're actually also sick. So it's like, instead of having our cycles line up, we have our colds line up, which is pretty cool. And I got my blood drawn today. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm going to tell people that I'm a heroin addict. If someone asks, like, oh, did you get your blood drawn today? No, I do heroin. That is a bandage covering up a heroin wound. And it was funny because so I had to go to the doctor for my feet because I have this like super awesome toenail fungus that I've had since I dated Brian Pulowski. Actually, since before I started dating Brian Pulowski. So for a pretty fucking long time, I've had this toenail fungus. And so I drove down last night. Today is Tuesday, so I drove down Monday so that I could go to this doctor appointment. And then I also have an eye exam tonight, and I'm so excited because I've been wearing these contacts for like 2 months now. And they're not even really an accurate prescription, and my glasses are like 2 years old, so I can't really see when I wear them, which is awesome. So fun and safe when I'm driving. But yeah, so that's why I'm here. And then I have to turn in some papers tomorrow, so I actually have to drive back down tonight after my eye appointment and turn in my papers on Wednesday, and then drive back home on Wednesday. Lots of driving. That's okay. I don't really mind. It's fine. It's weird. Recently, when I've been driving home, I've just been like totally zoning out, and then I'm home and I'm like, how did I get here? This is a little bit scary. But my weekend was awesome. I had a Frisbee tournament in Eugene, and oh my god, it was so fun. I missed the first Frisbee tournament that our team had because I had some family stuff to do. Oh my god, it was so much fun. We had 4 games on Saturday. We lost all 4 of them, whatever. And 3 games on Sunday, which we won all of them. And we came in 5th in the tournament out of 9 teams, which was pretty sweet. And we played, our first game was against the University of Oregon's team, which are the national Frisbee champions, no big deal. So they kind of stomped on us, but it's like you don't really notice it because there's no like scoreboard up. It's just like our coach just like keeps track of the score on the sidelines, and it's not really a big deal. It's just half of our team are new people like me who've like never really played before, so we're kind of still in the learning phase. So I don't know, we're just not very competitive, I guess. Except some of the returners are like really competitive, and it's kind of funny to see them be like, "Oh, catch that! Catch that!" And they like freak out, and we're all just like, "Dee-dee-dee." But I got pretty serious the last couple games because I felt like I wasn't doing very good on defense. Like obviously I'm huge, I could be really threatening on defense, and so I talked to our coach about it. This is really cool professor at Oregon State actually, getting his doctorate in like molecular toxicology or something. And I was like, listen, like, what do I need to do? And he was like, well, it's not so much about, like, your size, but just, like, knowing where your girl's going to go and, like, blocking off that path so that they can't throw it to her. And so then some of the teams we played had some girls that weren't really moving a lot, like, cutting in to get the Frisbee, you know, because you have to cut in and run in to get passes or whatever. And they kind of weren't really moving, so I just was poaching, like, kind of, we were playing man. I hope this is, like, making sense. I know you know about sports. So hopefully this is like, we're playing a man-to-man, but I was kind of like loosely guarding my girl and like poaching in the middle because that's where all the girls were cutting, and my girl like wasn't doing anything. So I kept like intercepting passes, and it was so awesome. And it kind of made up for all the times, like I think there was like 1 or 2 times where they passed it to me in the end zone or like close to the end zone, and I didn't grab it because we were so cold, my hands were freezing. So I felt like my good defense kind of made up for that. And the coach came up to me after the game, and I was, like, so happy because he was like, you did so great. Like, that was such a breakout game for you. Like, you really know what you're doing. And, like, I'm so impressed and blah, 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 and all this stuff. And I was just like, I was so excited. And he even, like, when we were doing our, like, team wrap-up, he was like, I just want to say, like, Andrea, it's a really good defense out there. And I was like, oh, you just like, called me out to the whole team. And it's so dumb, but, you know, everyone loves a coach's praise. So it's pretty cool. I was really excited. But it was freezing, which is part of the reason why I'm sick. Because I was a little bit sick before, and then we played 2 games of Frisbee in the freezing cold rain, and now I like don't really, it's like got worse. But Like it was cold on Saturday, but it wasn't raining. But on Sunday, it literally just rained all game, and then all game for our next game too. We wanted to forfeit, and so our captains went over and were like, instead of forfeiting, do you guys want to play to like 7 or maybe 11? Because usually you play to 13, and they're like, we want to play to 13. Like we're not going to forfeit. Blah blah blah. And that pissed our captain off that they wouldn't like compromise. And so then, even though the whole team voted against playing, we still played because our captain was pissed that they were being like jerks about it. And we ended up winning, and everyone was like really pumped up about it. But a lot of the girls like wouldn't come in and play because like how it works is you just run on the field and people like see subs coming on and they're like, okay, well I'm gonna get off, and so you just, I mean, it's not really like a formal system. You just run on the field. No one was running on the field, so I pretty much played the whole game, and it was nice because I was actually warm. Like my hands were starting to get warm because I've been running all this time. But I just thought it was so funny. I was like, guys, you need to like come in. You'll actually get more warm. But oh man, we were all miserable, just soaking wet. I mean, completely drenched and freezing cold. We thought it was going to snow. It was awful, but I mean, also really fun. Okay, that's enough about Frisbee. That was like 5 minutes of Frisbee. Oh, I forgot to tell you. So when they did my blood drawing thing today at the foot doctor to make sure I don't have liver problems because they're putting me on this antifungal pill or something, she put the band. I've never had my blood drawn. I've never had my blood drawn. I've never had my blood drawn before. The only other time I've had like a needle in there was when I got my wisdom teeth out. They put like an IV in, so I like didn't know what was going on. She puts the band on, and I was like, yes, I feel like a heroin addict. And she kind of gave me this weird look and was like, what? And then I think she realized I was kidding. She was like, oh, do you want me to like slap your arm for you, get the veins out? And then I was like, oh, this is awesome. I'm going to tell my mom that I was doing some heroin instead of, like, she's going to be like, oh, did you get your blood drawn? I'm going to be like, nope, doing some heroin, which I think I already told you, but I was telling this to the nurse, and she was like, you're going to say that to your mother? And I was like, yeah, she'll think it's funny. And she was like, your mom's going to think that's funny? And I was like, yeah, it's not like I have a history of drug use. And she was just like, oh, that's good. I mean, sometimes I don't think people understand my humor, because I think I'm really funny, and they just, like, think I don't know, like I'm being serious. No, I'm not addicted to heroin. It's just funny. But yeah. And then it's funny, next Tuesday I actually have 2 more doctor's appointments with different doctors, which my mom, I have this like weird like these purple dots on my like my hip, and we were playing on turf this weekend, so I thought maybe it's like turf burn, but I've seen turf burn before, and it's not like purple dots. And so I was showing my mom this rash, and she was like, oh, well, it's probably not meningitis because you can move your neck. And I was like, what? She was like, yeah, that's like you get a purple rash when you have meningitis. And I was like, well, how do you know I don't have meningitis? Like, that shit is fucking serious. And she was like, well, you can move your neck. And I was like, well, it's kind of sore from Frisbee probably, but still. She was like, oh, well, just go see the doctor tomorrow. And I was like, I'm going to see the foot doctor tomorrow. And she was like, well, what about your other appointment? And I was like, the eye doctor. Because my one with my actual like ear, nose, and throat or whatever doctor is next week. I thought it was so. Yeah, I'll just show the eye doctor. Hey, can you look at something for me? But yeah, so then we were joking about how I have meningitis, and Mom was like, you don't have meningitis. And if you wake up dead tomorrow from meningitis, we'll put Andrea was right and Lisa was wrong on your tombstone. And I was just dying laughing. I thought that was so funny. And yeah, so I was bummed I couldn't go out to Jimmy Max with you, but it sounds like you were not feeling like going out also. But I finished my one paper that I wrote on Disney's Hercules, which was pretty awesome. It was 2 a.m. I'm writing a paper about Hercules, a Disney movie, listening to my Britney Spears YouTube channel, eating Chinese food, and I also burnt some popcorn. And I was just like, this is my life. This is college. So it's pretty cool. I still have like 3 or 4 pages to write on my other one, and then I also need to like beef up this other paper that I have to do, turn in on Wednesday, a research paper. But yeah, I'm glad that you had a good conversation with Dylan. Sorry, not Spencer. That's nice. I know sometimes it's hard when you're doing stuff and it seems like you're alone all the time, you know, because that's definitely how I felt when I first got to OSU, you know, having my one friend, Priya, who was sometimes busy and couldn't hang out with me. Like, yeah, it's nice to be able to really connect with someone, and I kind of understand what's going on. I mean, I don't know what's going on with him. That kind of sucks about his degree and stuff, but I've been really feeling lazy lately, and like I'm not putting my 100% in, which is, it's annoying because at the beginning of the term, I'm always like, this is going to be the term. I need good grades this term. I'm really going to be into it. And then by like week 6, I'm just like, I don't have to go to class. I'll do that homework assignment later. And it's like, I just get so lazy and I don't know why. It's like, I know this is my job and this is what I need to be here doing, but for some reason, it's hard to stay motivated. But, yeah, so I'm really excited to see you and we can have a nice, deep conversation because I want to know what's going on with your life because I miss you a lot. And I'm really excited to go see that concert with you and Lisa and Brett. Thank you so much for buying my ticket. It was really nice of you. And hope you have a good Thanksgiving. Oh, super sad story. My Aunt Cynthia, I don't think you've met her. She's Uncle Steve's wife. He's the one that's always like getting on my cock about stuff and teasing me all the time. So her mom died. And she's having Thanksgiving. Aunt Cynthia is having a Thanksgiving open house because her daughter, this might be too confusing. Her daughter Alex lives in Wyoming, but she's coming up for Thanksgiving, so she's having a big open house so that we can all come and see Alex because she hasn't been home in like a long time, like a year, 2 almost. I'm not sure, a long time. But then her mom just died like a couple days ago, and so we were all thinking like maybe she's not going to want to do Thanksgiving, but I guess she wants to have everyone over because it'll be nice to have all these people, that love her surrounding her. But it's just like the saddest story I've ever heard. I mean, God, I don't know what I would do without my mom or my dad, like that sucks. Even when you're an adult, I mean you've had children of your own, I still think that would be tough. And it was so, she fell and hit her head. They have a cement floor in there somewhere in the house, and she hit her head on it. She wasn't feeling too good, so they took her to the hospital. And I guess she coded. They brought her back to life, and then she coded again, and they couldn't bring her back. And it's just, it's one of those things where it just happens. Like, there's no warning. It's not like, it's so sad. But so the night that my mom told me about it, what night was it? I think it was Wednesday night. She told me about it last Wednesday. So I baked cookies that night, and then Thursday I drove up and dropped them off, and then stayed the night, and then drove back Friday. So I've been doing a lot of driving back and forth, but I just wanted to show my support for my aunt because, I just love her to death, and that's a tough thing, especially when you have all these, like, family coming in to, and you're having a big thing at your house. It's just, I don't know how to handle that. She's a very strong woman, so I know she'll be okay, but it's just so sad. Well, I need to check the time. I don't know how long I've been babbling. Oh my god, 13 minutes. I'm sorry. I don't know what I've been talking about for 13 minutes. But, okay, let's just go really fast here. I'm excited that you're going to go to that progressive rock band. They want a female bass player. They will not be displeased with you because you're the shit. I tell people that all the time. See, now I'm looking at myself again. This is weird. Okay, I'm just going to click out of this. And yes, I'm going to come see you on November 30th because Tuesday I don't have anything, so I can drive up Tuesday and then I'll drive back Wednesday because my first class Wednesday is at 11. So yes, I want to come see the Opposite Sex at Jimmy Mac's at 6:30 or 7:30. I think you said. Really excited for that. Also, good story about work. I love the way that you talk. Work might be fun, maybe. You just crack me up the whole time. I watch these videos of you. I just like die of laughter because you're so funny. God, I'm looking at myself again. Okay, 14 minutes. All right. Sorry that I just blabbed on and on about dumb stuff. And I love you, and I'm excited to see you.